Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of Heat Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Charles. Man, check this out, man. This is your first time on Heat Rants. I won't let you know, I'm just a random guy. Let's talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. If that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you'll always be one of the first people to hear the voice of Long Trousers, and at the same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure, and those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. At the same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms, because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. But let's not waste no more time, man. We gotta start this reaction video. I'm not sure. Somebody sent this video to me and said, what do I think about it, right? It's by these two individuals by the name of Devale and Kay. I believe they were husband and wife and everything. I've seen them on Instagram and stuff like that. I don't know what they really do. Maybe they're just one of those YouTube relationship couples, but it looks like they have a podcast and everything, right? I'm really interested to see what they have to say, because the video is titled, sex, marriage, sex, or something like that after 10 years, right? So I would think after 10 years of marriage, the sex might not be the same. I don't know. Different people tell me different things. You feel me? But most of the time, it's that boy knew he was about to be on this show, man. He got the crispy lineup. The crispy lineup. My man is just doing it strong out here.
I am not allowed, based on our marriage laws and the contract we've signed with each other,
right,
to have sex with anybody else.
Right.
So these urges that come, I have to share them with the one person I decide to spend the rest of my life with.
Right. So
that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we can discuss as a woman, because I don't want to say it's a man versus woman thing, but a lot of women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me? If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time, just...
I like this guy. That is a very good question. That's one thing I always wondered. All right, because sometimes girls make it seem like, oh, no, I don't want to have sex right now. I don't want to have sex. I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, maybe the only reason that's happening is because you're not giving good pipe. All right, maybe I'm not giving good pipe, right? But there's somebody else who's going to think that I am giving elite pipe, and I want to find that person. Are you going to stop me from doing that? Because of your own selfishness, you want me all to yourself, but you don't want me to yourself at the same time? Does that make sense? You want me to yourself, but yet all the time I have to almost beg to get in the poon, right? Once we get into the motion, of course you're excited, you're having a good time, but the process to get there is a lot. If you really think about it, it's bad on all parts, because even when we start, right, we start with the foreplay and stuff, and the foreplay takes 10,000 years for you to get moist down there and get ready. Well, for me, all you gotta do is touch my kneecap. You touch my kneecap, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to stab something with my pipe. You feel me? So it doesn't make sense to me when this question that he asks is a very good question, because I'm trying to understand, what is it that you want then, right? If you're going to do that, allow me to also release my seed upon other women. I mean, granted, I'm probably going to pull out to make sure they don't get pregnant, but allow me to release my urges upon other women rather than me just being stuck with you when you're not always wanting to fulfill that part, man. That's the crazy thing. Sad out here in these streets.
Just wanting you. Why do you push monogamy on that?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
well, we know that you pushed monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me?
Time out. I didn't say you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say that?
I want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm going to get it. I can want something,
asking,
but not.
You right now. You dodging the question.
Nobody
she definitely is
to do it. Yes, is that something I wanted? Yes, it was. But
what is she doing right now? What is she doing? No one pressed you to do it and stuff like that? I mean, listen, I understand what she's saying, but I feel like she's missing what he's trying to say. I guess it's one of those things that's just like men and women are just going to have to disagree. Because she's saying, like, listen, you don't have to be in a relationship with me, right? You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to be monogamous, but in a sense, you are. You wanted me to marry you, right? You wanted me to marry you, and that comes with me marrying you. I'm supposed to be monogamous. You knew if I cheated, you'd be upset. That's what he's trying to explain that to her and tell her, like, listen, if I cheated, you would be upset. But she seems to be taking it a different way, like, oh, you forced me to marry you. You forced me to be like, I didn't force you. I didn't force you at all. But in a sense, she's right. She didn't. But she kind of did, in a sense. Because if she didn't, like, if she didn't probably lay down a standard or something like that, she'd probably say, oh, I'm going to leave if you don't marry me after a certain period of time or something like that. I don't know.
You didn't.
She's pretty though.
Are you gonna lie now
So
to the people because we talking about sex?
Devale,
You're gonna lie now to the people?
Ooh.
Devale, knowing
Khadeen, you didn't want monogamy?
Of course I did.
So then why are you avoiding the question?
That's not avoiding the question. I'm saying, does that mean because I wanted and I requested that you were going to deliver it? Like, nobody pressed you for that.
Talking about, you just said you wanted it and requested it. Do you not hear yourself?
I can make a request. Is the request going to be granted?
Am I
That's
not?
up to
am
you,
I?
bro.
Am I not granting you monogamy?
You are granting it to me.
So this is my question.
Look
This
at
is my
you
question.
always. Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
This is my question. If you wanted monogamy,
Okay.
why would you want monogamy if sex is a chore for you? That's the question.
Right.
You're avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding the question, but at first you said women, or in general me specifically, are pushing monogamy on somebody. Okay, yes, that's something that I wanted, but I didn't press you for it and be like, Devale, I'm gonna hold a gun to your head to propose to me.
Time out.
Also, let me finish. Also, I don't feel like I was adequately prepared for marriage. And I've said that before, because if I knew that marriage and monogamy was going to involve me trying to meet you where you were at sexually for years to come, then I probably would have reevaluated it if I wanted to be monogamous anyway.
I hope she understands then I should be allowed to cheat. Because me, myself, I also did not know, right? I'm speaking for her as the guy. I also did not know that you would not meet me sexually as you were before we got married and stuff, right? Now that I want to have sex with you as much as possible, you don't want to have sex with me. Now I feel like I feel like I should go back and think about this, right? Do I want to spread my seed with all of you, or do I want to go to the masses and give pipe to everybody, right? Just pipe for you, pipe for you, pipe for you, pipe for you, like I'm Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Should I be doing that then? Because I'm very confused on, she's making a lot of excuses. I understand what she's saying, but I don't know, man. I feel like just give up the cheeks. Just give up the cheeks. Granted, like I said, you don't have to, but if you don't be mad if we decide to go elsewhere. You feel me?
So that's fair, but we're not even talking about marriage. Let's even talk about dating, right?
Okay.
Two people are dating. Typically, in society, who asks for exclusivity first, a woman or a man?
I would say a woman.
Thank you. That was my whole point. See, you were going all over the place.
Right.
If women typically ask for exclusivity first. Then when they get exclusivity, say, he always on me, he always want to have sex. Why are we asking men for exclusivity if we do not want to participate in sex at the same level as men? We have to think about what that does to a man.
I hear that.
And I don't think that conversation is being had.
Okay, I agree. And that part I agree with. Yes, that women are typically the
That was
ones
the
that
whole
will
part.
ask for the exclusivity. I get that, yes. But what I'm saying is, me as a woman, I don't think that I was necessarily prepared or in the mindset to know that. It's almost like once you get into it, then you're like, oh, shoot, like this is what I'm going to have to keep up with.
I get that.
Us speaking as 36-year-old people know that now. Had I known that at 26,
I get that.
I would have to contend with that.
I get
Even in
that.
the dating realm,
I
then
get
it
that.
might have been something I would have reevaluated.
So now let's go back to what you asked me. You said to me you never pressured me to get married. In 2007, we were living together, right? You said you no longer wanted to live with me and shack up with me because you wanted to be my wife, not my girlfriend.
Right. 'Cause I want to know
That
where
don't
my
sound
life
like
is going.
pressure to you?
It sounds like me voicing where I see my life going. It sounds.
She's a runner, she a track star. She be running around like the questions. I know that didn't sound good, but she's running around the questions and stuff, son. Voicing what I see my life at. Bruh, you gave him a standard. You told him straight up, like, listen, granted, what she's saying is not lies. What she's saying is not lies. But the way she's answering, I don't like the way she's answering it, right? Because she knows what he means. She knows that it's like, that is pressure. You're pressuring the person. You're pretty much letting them know, like, hey, listen, if you don't give me a ring by this time, I'm bouncing and I'm heading off to the streets. You know what I'm saying? And the streets, that's why the streets always wins at the end of the day, right? The streets are always going to give people, give them false hopes. right? And this brings them right back down to crush them down later, because she might leave and then find out, man, I left a good man to go with the streets. The streets has many takers, and the streets doesn't. It's a cutthroat world out there in the streets. I tell you that, man. A lot of people running lights, running stop signs. You feel me? Running over speed bumps. Whole lot of stuff, man. Car crashes all the time, man. The streets is something else. It's something else. But hey, if a girl wants to explore her venture and go out there to the streets, hey, so be it. She was never mine. She always belonged to the highway.
Sounds like me saying, this is what I would like. You can decide to meet me there. If not, we can reevaluate what exactly we're doing.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Would I call it pressure per se?
Yes.
Not necessarily pressure.
It is pressure.
It's definitely pressure.
But you don't want to say it's pressure. What about being engaged?
You might have felt pressure.
What about
there
being
was no
engaged?
pressure behind it.
I said, we don't got to rush to get married. You said, I don't want to be engaged longer than a year. Is that not pressure?
That's me voicing
That's pressure.
my opinion about it.
Sounds like pressure to me. So you say you want to be engaged, I get engaged. You say you want to be married within a year. We do that. We get married, then you make it seem like sex is a chore to your husband. Once again, I ask the question, why do women who push forth monogamy on the man they're dating then get overwhelmed when that man who tries to provide that monogamy to you? Why do you get upset when we're trying to be what you want us to be? You don't want me to be with no one else, right?
Church.
Right? I'm asking. This is a serious question.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't want me to be with no one else.
Absolutely.
So if I decide that all this testosterone I have, I want to give to you, why is this so overwhelming now? This is what you asked for.
Again, 26 and 27-year-old Khadeen was like, okay, here's the natural succession of life. You graduate, you're working, you meet somebody, you guys are dating. You want children.
Yes.
I want children.
Yes.
We don't want to wait too long or too late to have children.
Yes.
Though now a lot of people are waiting until their 30s to have
Yes.
children.
And I understand why.
And we at that time felt like, well, we're doing everything in this natural succession that the forces that be have given us this timeline. However, I did not realize that after having children, after, career changes, all of the turbulences that we've been through in life, that was going to have a direct effect on my sex drive.
Dead ass? I dreamt that said dead ass. That was a perfect time to put that dead ass right there, right? Hey, listen. What she said makes sense. I'm not, I feel like I'm just going against her and everything. What she said makes sense, right? And she's very attractive, right? I think a lot of guys would agree that she's very attractive, and a lot of people will lay the pipe down on her. So I understand why he is all over her, right? I definitely understand. That's a pretty attractive girl, but granted, I can't say she's attractive. The reason why is because she's light-skinned. And you guys all know a man can't say a light-skinned girl looks good because of colorism. I have to keep saying that so people understand that. So if she was dark-skinned, or maybe darker brown, I would definitely be able to say that she was gorgeous. But being that she's light-skinned, people are going to say, oh, of course you're going to say that because she's light-skinned. It's not that she's actually cute and stuff, right? Hey, it is what it is, right? But I feel like she was fishing around and saying stuff like it's not pressure. That's definitely pressure. It's that pressure. What do they call ganja? That pressure. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, it is what it is. Could she get the pipe? Absolutely. Would she let me give her the pipe? Probably not. Most likely not. I know you probably, she's married. Yeah, I know she's married, man. But they definitely be cheating out here, too. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. These joints be cheating. They definitely be cheating. But listen, that's all I got to say, man. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. More reaction videos are coming out soon, right? And of course, always come back for the daily news, man. I try to drop at least 4 to 5, maybe 6 news joints a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be consistent. You feel me? We're growing. On the road to 5K. Let's see what happens, man. Also, definitely hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notification, and hit the like, because like I said before, I'm so insecure. Same time, you gotta buy the merch, Mofo, and offering females orgasm. Link in the description box below. That's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.